pleased to be standing with Tony Cissell, farm manager of Three Chimneys.
Well, thank you for being here today, and it's a pleasure on the spring day to show you some of Gunrunner's foals here at Three Chimneys.
They're beautiful, but
Thank
that's
you.
to be expected.
Yeah, no, he's a wonderful specimen himself, and you can see by the yearling averages and the number of stakes winners he's getting, he's passing it on.
Well, let's talk about Delahaye.
Okay.
Grade 3 winner, Delahaye.
Yep.
She made just shy of $500,000.
Yep.
A daughter of Medaglia d'Oro, and then out of Bella Carina, who herself has some pretty fancy pedigree, if you
Right.
would like to get into
Yeah,
that.
well, Gonzalo's brought some of his Brazilian mares to Kentucky when he bought the farm, and that's one of his cultivated families that he's worked on for many generations, and he's very proud of that family. She's the kind of filly that we like to keep, and so far everything's looking really exciting.
This is her first foal.
Yes.
And I think that he looks like a perfect blend of her and Gunrunner. You can see characteristics of both.
That's the idea, the best of the best, but it does appear that it's worked this time, and hopefully will continue to work.
A mare who's never been bred before, and you're waiting for that first baby. Is there a little more, I don't want to say anxiety, but is there a little more fever pitch as you get closer to that due date?
There is, and there was a little bit of a trial run with Delahaye because we had bred her dam, Bella Carina, to Gunrunner previously, and got a really nice yearling that we retained to race. We didn't even take him to the sales because we liked the cross.
Oh, wow.
So there's a little bit of, we got some hints that this might be a good thing. He's with Wesley Ward now.
What are your impressions of Delahaye's baby?
Oh, I mean, really, really special, first of all, I think. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't put that horse on the market, to be honest with you.
What to you is the first thing that stands out as being one of the most impressive conformational points of this horse?
Balanced, I think the overall balance and athleticism that foal has. And then Gunrunner has really, I think the market shows it, I think the racehorses show it, he's passing it on. Yeah. So this prepotency for athleticism, Gunrunner's a strong horse, but he's not, I tell people who come to see him sometimes, to me, he's the 10K runner. He's not a sprinter like with a build like a linebacker, and he's not a skinny little marathoner. He's the perfect blend, so he has enough speed, but also enough stamina.
Into the stretch, and it's Collected and Gunrunner. They've been battling since the gates opened. Gunrunner's got the lead. Collected, West Coast is bearing down on them on the outside. Final 16th, Gunrunner reaching for the wire. Collected's alongside, and then comes West Coast and War Story. But Gunrunner's on top of the world. He wins the Breeders' Cup Classic over Collected. Then came West Coast, followed by War Story. Arrowgate was coming late, but too late. The final time was 2 minutes 1.29 seconds.
And I think over time we're going to find that the Breeders' Cup has become so strong in pedigrees because the best are running against the best.
I say this all the time.
And,
yes.
I mean, from Sierra Leone to Echo Zulu. I mean, Gunrunner wanted himself. It's nice to see his progeny winning the races.
Oh, absolutely. And when you look at it too, just to think about Echo Zulu was in his very first crop.
Right.
And then you mentioned Sierra Leone. He was so close, half a length off from becoming just the second horse ever to win the Breeders' Cup Classic twice. He loses to his cousin Forever Young. And then Super Corridora, she took the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
Yeah, that was an exciting race. No, Gunrunner, what's nice to see, and I think times change, but the Breeders' Cup's influence, to see Gunrunner continuing to put an influence on the Breeders' Cup is very rewarding.
Three Chimneys has a storied history. This is where Seattle Slew stood.
Yes.
When the Torrealbas took over, they really understood the history and the importance of this farm, and you can see that how seriously they take their breeding stock.
Well, and Gonzalo raced in Brazil and to great success, and his family had horses down there. But even when he was here before he purchased Three Chimneys, you know, he had Cara Raffaella, the
Dam of Bernardini.
Yeah, so he's not unfamiliar. He had Leroy d'Animo, so that was a horse as well. So he's not unfamiliar with and he knows what it takes. He's put a lot of time and money and energy into racing and then in the breeding side, developing these families that he's continued to cultivate.